Hi there. I try not to talk about things that are going on in the world because I feel like there are just so many things that are being presented to us to distract us. But I do want to talk about the results of what is happening in this world. And what I'm seeing is we have a generation of kids who have been brought up on like social media apps and electronics. And it's virtually impossible to keep our kids away from it. Video games, there's so much out there that pulls our kids into these addictions, that pulls our kids out of the moment, that really fucks with their brain. And I'm a mom. I have two teenagers. I'm not saying that I kept my kids up. No, my kids were the kids who were on electronics, that played video games, that did all these things. And for whatever reason, like, I am not here to judge anybody's parenting because it is literally the hardest job on earth. And it's harder now. Well, I shouldn't say that, but it's very difficult now, even if you have certain beliefs about video games and electronics. It's very difficult to keep our kids away from these things. And so again, I'm not here to judge anybody. I'm not here to blame anybody. But what I am here is to talk about what we get to do now with this problem. Because what we're facing now is a bunch of kids that are never in the moment. They're never grounded. They're never present. So what's resulting in this, or what this is creating, from what I'm seeing, is kids that are now looking for the next hit. So they start drinking, or they start doing, pot or whatever it is that, are now these accepted drugs, vaping. Now they're into these, I don't know, fucking Zins. I guess that's what we used to do. We used to call snuff, maybe. There's so much out there that is so readily available that kids just don't see it as a problem because everyone's doing it. Everyone's doing it, so they do it too. And now if they have parents that don't want them to do it, the parents look like the idiots because everyone else is doing it. So that's the problem that I see. Kids are not respectful anymore. They don't know they don't want to follow rules. It's actually, we're now in a position where it's virtually impossible to enforce rules as our kids get older. We've got an issue here, and I've been sitting with this and meditating on this and praying on this and asking for guidance. Like, what do we do with this? And okay, so the first thing is to know you're not alone. And really, really, really to know you're not alone. And that's actually what I am now really feeling pulled to do, is to have a group of women. I have Zoom calls every month or every week, and I'm starting to make these videos. I'm still not really clear on what the point of my videos are, but I feel like I'm getting clearer. And what I'm starting to see is I really want women to get together and to be able to talk about this. Not that it's not affecting men, but I don't understand men. I don't know how they work. I don't know how they operate, but I understand women because I am one. So I feel like I want to have a group of women that get together every week and really talk about what's going on, because the worst thing we can do is feel alone. The absolute worst thing you can do is think it's only you. And what's not happening, I mean, we don't just walk around and stop strangers on the street and say, I'm having problems with my kid here. Like, that, it's like, it kind of is the best kept secret in the house because you feel ashamed about it, you're confused about it, you know, you just don't understand it. And then you talk to your own parents, like, parenting was much different back then. I don't know what's changed, but I just listened to my parents. I mean, I did bad shit. Yes, I did. But I knew that if I got caught, it wasn't going to be good. I was talking to my dad the other day and I was like, you know what? I just knew. I didn't know what they would have done if they would have caught me, but I knew it wasn't going to be good. So I did what I could to, well, I guess I did what I could to not get caught. But there's just this generation of blatant disrespect. They don't respect us. They don't treat us with respect. It's like, what the fuck is happening? So anyway, like I said, not an expert, don't know how, like, I know some of their brain and how it works and how it operates because I've studied the brain for years through energy medicine, not, through any kind of Western medicine, but certainly Eastern medicine. But what I'm here to share is, okay, number one, you're not alone. Number two, I just know it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay because when we find a higher power, to me it's Jesus. It doesn't have to be for you. But I feel like really putting our trust in a higher power is going to get us through this. Open, honest expression. Like, that's why I want to have these Zoom calls every week, because I want women to be like, this is fucking hard. Like, this is motherfucking hard. I want to have a safe place for women to be able to express that. I want women to hear other women expressing that because then they will know that they're not alone. I want women to have a safe place to go. And I do a lot of really great healing work and I'm starting to get back into it. And that's what I'm here to share is, yes, we get to do the work on our kids, but not everybody's kid. My kid will not go to a session of anything. So like this is what I've been asking myself. Okay, if our kids won't go to therapy, if our kids won't do this and our kids won't do that, what do we do? But the answer remains the same as it has been for me all of these years, struggling as a parent of a, in a divorced family. Like, I'm divorced. It's hard. It's probably hard to be married and parent your kids also. I'm not saying I have it any harder than anybody else. But what remains to be true is that what we need to do is take the absolute best care of ourselves and do the most healing work that we can on ourselves, because it's going to help our children. And to be perfectly honest, I am right in the middle of this storm right now. So I don't have proof that it's going to help teenagers because I haven't gone through that storm yet. I'm right in the fucking eye of the storm. But I know intuitively that by sitting in the moment and feeling my emotions and expressing myself and talking to other people, getting energy medicine done. I'm going for a session on Thursday. I keep going for sessions. I keep doing sessions on myself. I'm doing sessions on other clients now. But if we do as much work on ourselves as we can, we're going to intuitively know what to do for our kids. And I feel like we need a group of women globally to really break our kids free from whatever the fuck is, whatever's caging them. I don't even know what